I'm here to give you some thoughts on how to draw the next set of states, and I'm hoping that you either take my thoughts and make them your own, or you use the ideas of just seeing different shapes inside of the borders of the United States and you make your own illustrations and stories. So for the next set of states, we'll start with New York State, and for this one I turned the map sideways because the base of New York runs all along the base of the northeastern states there. And what I saw was a candle. And I saw, mainly because of this little tapering here of the western side of New York. And here's the candle. And then these two bumps are the wax that has flowed over the sides. The height of my candle now is just about the same height as the distance from the west side of Vermont and the other states to about the ears of Maine. So I will come over to my little drawing and I kind of make a line about, I can measure it with an ink pen or my pencil about that far. So then I come up here and I make kind of a set of lines about that far. My candle is actually kind of right in the middle, so I can start there for my candle. This is about a 45-degree line right here, and it comes about a third of the way up. This is a hump, and it comes about halfway up on my candle. So that's what I will draw on this side. 45-degree line to about a third up. Come up here. Do a little tapering of my candle, come back down about halfway, come back down about halfway, and then a little mound, kind of straight, and then kind of coming down. So not bad. And then also, if you wanted to, you could say that Lake Erie is a flame coming up out of your candle. That could be Lake Erie. Okay, and then also the last part of New York is our wax that's dripping off the table down here to make Long Island. So, gosh, okay, so there you go. So the wax dripping off would be the Long Island there. Okay, the next thing for this one is I keep the paper this way and I look at Pennsylvania and see that it is also kind of a rectangle like our other states were. And then at the bottom there's a kind of a pretty symmetrical shape down here, because if you would draw like a line there, if you would fold it in half, it would be symmetrical. Down, a bump, and then back up again. So that's how I'm going to be drawing my basic shape of Pennsylvania on my drawing. Also up here at the top, you see that it's kind of pretty much a rectangle, only it goes up onto that flame a little bit more. The height of Pennsylvania is wider than the height of the width of Pennsylvania is wider than my candle. Maybe from here to here is about the size of Pennsylvania. So on this side I could mark from here to here and then come over and say, okay, that's about where I want Pennsylvania to end. So I come up, draw my rectangle down to that height, and then about halfway up on my 45-degree angle is where that bump is. So there's my Pennsylvania. Now for my New Jersey, I'll turn it this way, and I think of the shape of New Jersey as an S, kind of like that. So I will kind of draw that shape up here. kind of comes down that way. All right, and then it's going to go like that. So you're just going to draw New Jersey along the same border with, okay, I'm doing this looking too long. Okay, that's way too long. I wasn't looking. Coming down and then like that. And it's going to come off the bottom part of Pennsylvania. So it's going to be kind of like this. Okay, I don't really want to have to start over again. Hope you guys can see that. That's going to be New Jersey, and it's kind of in the shape of an S, and it fits right into that little section of Pennsylvania. Okay, now the next states I draw together as one, Delaware and Maryland. Okay, and they kind of remind me of a gun. All right, so they come down. Here's the handle for my gun. Okay, here's the handle for the gun, and then there's an elaborate trigger system there, and then it comes up, and there's the barrel of my gun. So I have my handle, okay, and my elaborate trigger system is going to kind of come like this. And then 45 degrees up to the middle of Pennsylvania, and then it's just going to come over here and be a barrel. And then I can come back and I can draw in Dover. Okay, so I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states. That would be the next section of states I would draw together.